Okay, we are live.
Okay.
Hi, Namrata Paija. I'm so glad to have you here. I know it was like very difficult to reach out to you as well, but thank you for, coming here and coming into my live session. It's a great honor to have you.
Oh,
So,
I'm glad.
I
I'm
think
so glad.
a lot of you already know like who Namrata Parija is, right? I mean, is there any requirement of some introduction?
You just
Okay.
praising me too much. People really don't know me.
Well, you are pretty famous, in Orissa, especially like with your ongoing social media influencing and the tech world as well. So it's all good. I hope you're doing good in Bangalore right now. Um,
Yeah, it's pretty much still it's difficult, but I'm just gonna try. Like the way I did in Odisha, there was a lot of competition, but still I just want to engrave my name here also.
okay, so you are trying to, have a good ground set in Bangalore as well.
Yeah. Yeah, because I want to have audiences of both Odisha and Bangalore so that I can maybe do campaigns for both the states.
Okay, well, that's great. I mean, all the best for that.
Thank
So,
you.
yeah, we all know that who Miss Namrata Parija is. She has like 200 plus, 200K plus followers on many social media platforms and she's currently working at Deloitte. So, I was curious, like, what's your role in Deloitte right now?
Basically, I'm an analyst in Deloitte, and firstly, I'm a fresher, so it's like I'll have to go through a training process, and then you get allocated to a project. So basically, I was in a project, but then I am searching for some good opportunities. So just doing some certification trainings and all.
Okay, okay. Well, that's great. So, like, how do you balance your work at Deloitte and as well as, social media influencer? How do you balance both the things? That's something our audience would like to know.
Honestly, it's pretty much difficult because I know that how the first 2 months how I survived because my house, like my flat, is 17 kilometers away from my office. So
17 kilometers.
17 kilometers. So it
Okay.
was like 17. I go 17 kilometers and then I come back 17 kilometers. And then I used to shoot like on Saturdays and Sundays only. So it was like pretty difficult. And the main problem is time management, which I used to face. But like I think from December, it's been pretty much convenient when I got work from home wala scene. So I'm
Okay, so
able.
you are in work from home right now.
Yeah. The certification trainings that I'm going through, these are online, so I'm getting some time. Basically the time gets saved. Traveling may there's a
Truly,
lot.
like, we all know about the Bangalore traffic. It's pretty
Yeah,
famous.
irritating. I'm telling you, irritating. It should just take 40 minutes from my home to reach office, but sometimes it reaches up to 2 hours.
Oh,
2 hours stuck in
wow.
traffic. Too much.
So it is true after all.
Yeah.
So, like, can you tell us about your background, like how you got into, social media influencing initially? You have been an influencer since a long time. Like, I was in college and I've known you. So, like, when did you start? How did you start? Like that.
Yeah, I would love to share that because a lot of people like don't really know. They thought that
Yeah.
I was born with a silver spoon and all of that. I was being provided opportunities since starting, but no, it's not the truth. But I was pretty much interested during that time. All those applications like TikTok and Dub Smash and all of that was pretty famous. So I've been always interested in creating those videos, comedy videos or lip sync videos, sort of that. So I started growing there. But then what happened? Some few campaigns actually reached out to Odisha during that time, and blogging was getting hyped at the time. So one
Yeah.
or two campaign I got. The first work that I did, the largest project that I got was from TVF. So they reached out, me and one of my friend. We both did the campaign, and it all started from there. And once one big brand gets associated to you, you start getting, they see
More
your work, right?
projects, yeah.
Yeah, they see your work. So it was something like that. It started the way, it started that way, and then it's just keep, it is just going on, and I just want to achieve more and more. I want to do more and more projects. So let's see, this is how the story started, and it's been, I think, more than 4 years I've been doing. And the main motto was that, when I was 18, I was just 18, my main motto was that I won't ask for a single penny from my home. So it was like I wanted to be a self independent girl, and I never wanted a single penny from my home. So it was the motto that actually led me to do all these things.
Yeah, we all want to, earn ourselves and do our like manage our basic lifestyle.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and like at that time, we all know like we had TikTok and Musically, or, so
Yeah,
lot of
yeah.
scope. Yeah,
Yeah.
well, that's great. Okay, so what do you think like are the biggest challenges which social media influencers face today, and like
Okay.
how do you navigate them? How do you go through those problems?
Okay. So I have a lot to say about this. The main problem is that I'll give you a very, very normal example of me. Okay. I am talking about last year when my grandfather passed away. So it was like a lot of tension in home, and like for 4 days or 5 days, there won't be any food that should be cooked in your house, right? So we used to have the food from outside, and those are not hygienic food, right? So it was something like I started gaining weight, because if you don't get proper sleep, you don't eat properly, you gain weight,
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
yeah,
So it's
definitely.
like my weight was somewhat around 52, and I reached 60. I had a lot of fat in my body and all of that. So it was like people started complaining about it. And then when after that I started doing workout very seriously.
Okay.
After 3 months, I lost my weight and I went down to 40. Okay, I went down to 48. Then also people had problem. I was like, this is the first thing that people, whatever you do in life, people will always have something to say. They will have problem. And also whenever I'm posting any sort of photos or something, even there was a scene. Let me tell you, it was Independence Day. No,
Mm-hmm.
no, it was Valentine's Day. Okay, I
Okay.
posted Valentine's Day, something like related to Valentine's Day in my story, and then I posted about the Black Day. Then also people had problem. So basic problem is that people don't want to listen; they just want to give their opinion, and they don't want to think about the other person. So it's just my main thing is that ignore. As long as you're ignoring people who are criticizing you for everything, you have to ignore them. Otherwise, you won't be happy. Social media has become so toxic.
It is toxic. Like at times I read comments and it's honestly very disheartening to see that people are just trying to demotivate the other person.
They directly do body shaming on in the comment section only.
Yeah. Okay,
Very bad.
so for the comment section, let's check our comment section. We have, okay, Trash Sharma is saying, wow, wow, TVF, strong independent women.
Thank you.
And we have Akash Dev who is saying that, okay, not in Orissa, but especially in India. Maybe it's related to your, you know, uh, your famous thing.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Someone gained a 8 kg weight. What a big issue in the world. Akash Dev. It is a big issue for a girl. Well,
It was
Mr.
not
Akash.
a big issue for me, but
No,
the
like some people, like I gain weight pretty easily, so yeah.
yeah, but it was for me also. Like I wanted to be fit. I didn't want
Yeah,
it to so much of weight because my health problems started to occur. So I wanted to be fit. So I had to lose weight. It was for me. I did it. I
yeah.
would listen to people. I never listen to people.
But that's the attitude you have to keep, to go
Yeah.
forward in life, definitely.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, next question is like, how has your background in technology influenced your approach to social media content creation and, like vice versa? Like, how has social media influenced your tech world or same?
I think both my careers are interrelated if I consider it, because I used to be a person who used to waste time a lot. like every day roaming and all of that. Even if I had time, I didn't used to do anything productive. But after I've been working, the time that I used to get, I've been very productive. So it's like I got to know, I actually learned how to, utilize that time. Time management is something that everyone should be concerned about. So this is something I think both of them are interrelated, and I think that the interview when I was actually about to give my interview for the companies,
For Deloitte?
I was
Okay.
not for exactly Deloitte, but for the other campus, the companies that came to college.
That came
I
in the
was
camp.
pretty much confident for the interview. It was just because of my this career, because I've been to so much of events. I've actually portrayed myself in so many events and all of that. So I've gained confidence. You know how to present yourself. So
Yeah,
it was
that
something
is
that
very
social
important.
media really, yeah, I just lost that fear of, like, मुझे डर लग रहा है, how I'm going to present myself in front of a lot of people. So it was just, social media and all of these things has really helped me a lot.
Okay. Yeah. Well, confidence boosting is very much required because I see a lot of people who find it very difficult to even, attempt mock interviews or like from interview point of view,
Yeah,
from you need a good communication skills, and like I can bet like your social media influencing part has definitely, helped you with good communication, like, right?
it has really boosted my communication skills, like I am pretty much confident now. But 4 years back, I was very shy. I didn't used to interact with a lot of people, but the scenario is very different now.
Okay. Well, that's great. Okay.
Yeah.
So, like as someone who works in, both the corporate world and the influencer space, so what advice do you have for other professionals who are looking to, build their personal brand or start something like you have? So what's your advice to them, like who are already in professional right now?
Okay, so I think it's a pretty much good idea to build your own brand. Even I'm thinking of doing it, but I'm not getting like what criteria should I start. But the only advice that I'll give is that all of the people, those who are starting up their new brand, are just running after money. You will make money if you sell good thing. If you for example, some cosmetic brands or some dresses brands, they actually meet up the requirements of the people. That actually is the problem. So I want to advise people, just look out for the problem first, fix it, and then money will come to you. If you're selling a good product, you're doing a good startup, money will come to you. Just don't be money minded in the start. This is what I'm going to do, and
Yeah,
I'm
I
going to
think
also keep it in my mind.
a lot of people want to start because of, the money thing.
Money,
People
yeah,
money
but
minded.
that's, it's fine if you're doing it for money.
But it's for the
But it's
passion
like,
as well.
yeah, for example, I'm going to tell you, a lot of people also have this assumption about me that all the products that come to me, reaches my door, I use all the products. No, it's not the truth. I use the cosmetic brands first for 10 days or 15 days, and then I confirm the brand, and then I post it. Because if
Okay.
someone gets reaction or something like that, I'll be the one who will be blamed, right? And I don't
Yes.
want anyone to suffer from that. And this is not like, this is what people don't really know about me, but I test the brand first when it comes to skin. Dresses
Yeah,
are fine, but these are very important, because if you get some allergy or something because of me, I'm going to feel very bad. So
yeah.
this is like, just do it for the sake of people, money will come to you.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
Chireya Biswas is asking, in which domain you are. I think you have answered.
Basically, I'm in yes, I am basically in CBO, and under that, I'm in app modernization and innovation. This is my domain, and the app one is my subdomain.
Okay, okay. Trasham is asking, how can we manage our passion and job at the same time?
Like I'm doing, you guys can absolutely do it, and a lot of people are like doing it also. Like there are my friends who used to love trekking and like carry out events for trekking but also do their job, so they are also doing it. Some of my friends love singing, so they are singing and stand up doing stand up comedy, so they're doing it on Saturday and Sundays, and the rest 5 days they are working. So it's just about time management, as I told. You
Yeah.
have to do the time management.
Yeah. Again, a question is from Shreya Biswas. Which technology you use in CBO domain? Well,
Okay, so I can't pretty much, explain a lot of things right now, which I'm doing it because I think that's gonna go against the policies. But there is still a lot more technologies to use. As I told that I am looking for a good project.
yeah, so
So
have you worked on any like some exciting project which you
yeah, I've worked on and I've learned also, because the 2 months training, the things that we were taught on, we were given a project to work on that only, and it was pretty much amazing. Though I still didn't get a lot of things, but I'm still trying to learn because it's just 5 months,
yeah.
5 or 6 months.
So
There's
like
a lot of things to
a
learn.
lot of students from my college, like our college, are joining Deloitte this year. And how will they like? Do you want to give any advice to those students? Like there are
Yeah,
some 80 students, I think.
yeah. So my advice will be just please focus on the training. This is the biggest mistake that I did. I was so much involved in doing parties and all of that.
Well, happens
Yeah,
when you go to a new area and get that exposure for the first.
yeah. I was so much busy in exploring pubs and making new friends. So my advice will be just please focus on the training and just don't get scared that you won't be able to cope up with the training or something like that. If you don't get it, there is YouTube. There are a lot of courses in Udemy. You guys can go and probably if you miss any part of the training, there's nothing to worry. Still, there are topics that in which I am not clear, but I'm just finding some time after my certification to get clear on that topics. So you guys can pretty much, focus on the training for the first 2 months. That is very important.
Okay, so training is very much important.
There are exams also. Let me tell you, if you guys, those who are actually, those who you don't know about the training thing, it's just not the training, but there will be exams also. And it was a shock for us also. So there will be exams, you will have to clear that exams.
Wow. And if you don't clear that, what will be
Uh,
the
I don't know about that scenario because I cleared it. I was like shocked. एग्जाम है भाई, एग्जाम देंगे हम लोग, अभी जॉब लेके एग्जाम देना है. I pretty much cleared it, but I think there will be second reattempt or something like that. But after that, I don't know what's the scene. But I'll suggest just clear it anyhow. You just clear it.
Okay, well, that's a very good information you have given to the students because trust me, like a lot of students are joining. Yeah, yeah. So,
Yeah. During in our batch also, I think 80 to 84 people also got selected. Yeah, the same amount, the same number. Yeah.
yeah, okay. So, this is like a final question. So, what are your, before we start a mini game, okay. So,
Okay.
what are future plans and goals for both your work at Deloitte and your role as a social media influencer?
As a social media influencer, I just want to grow more, work with a lot of brands, want to make good amount of money because it's high time now I go and explore the world because I think I don't have much time. And this is something that I really want to do, and I want my parents. I want to get my parents settled down in just 2 or 3 years. I want them to get settled because I want to build an a bubble where they can be safe. Because I'm the only child. They
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm the only child, so they don't have anyone to look after them. So I just want to be the safest place. I'm gonna just settle everything for them. And for the job thing, I want to be more secure. So as I told you, I'm looking for better opportunities in Deloitte itself. So I'll just complete few of my certifications and maybe update my resume, and then let's see what comes in my way.
Okay, well, that's great. Now we have a question from, it's a request from Shreya that
Okay.
could you please share your interview experience?
Okay, so let me tell you, I was pretty much scared when I got to know that I have an interview for Deloitte. Because I was giving interviews for other companies as well, and it was pretty much strict. And the amount of questions that they used to shoot me, I was like, मैंने ये पढ़ा ही नहीं था ये पता नहीं कहाँ से पूछ रहा है. But Deloitte interviews, basically the interview depends on the recruiter, who is conducting, he or she is conducting your interview. So it's like my interviewer was very cool. Like like he asked me 2 or 3 programs. He asked me to note it down or write it down. I did. He asked me a few questions. I answered all the questions, and after that, I think for 5-10 minutes we were talking. Because in my resume I've mentioned about this blogging thing, and he was so interested to know about it. He was just asking me, and I got to know that got selected in Deloitte that time itself, because he told me that actually I gave my location for Hyderabad, but I got Bangalore.
Oh,
So he told me, "Welcome to Deloitte," and he ended the call. So I got to know, okay, I'm selected. I'm pretty much sure. And in the evening itself, I got a mail that yeah, I'm into Deloitte.
okay. So, like, how many rounds did you do in your interview?
Usually, Deloitte has 3 rounds. If you're if they're conducting an offline interview, I think exam, basic, and then GD round, group discussion round, and then I think the interview. But we had only 2 rounds. The group discussion one, we didn't have that one.
Okay. So, the technical and the HR.
HR, yeah.
Okay. Ankita Lenka is asking which language did you focus on for basics of programming?
I am a total Java girl. Still not clear with the Java concepts, but Java, I feel it's pretty much easy according to me, because during the first year I was very good with Java,
Yeah,
but
our
after
college starts with Java.
yeah, Java. And during the second year, it was C, and then the lockdown happened. And since second year, I have not focused on any language. And online classes during that time, it was just for
Yeah.
fun. So the offline classes that I attended during the first year, I was pretty much focused and serious about that. So the Java is the thing that I have been always focused on, and I've been assigned to the training that was on Java only.
Okay. Well, they
Yeah.
would have looked at your resume and assigned you.
Yeah, pretty much clearly I wrote it that I know few things about Python, but I'm not clear. But Java is something that I know. I can brush up and get my ideas cleared, the knowledge cleared. So
Okay.
one language is sufficient. You just have to be good with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but learning other things is also good. It's not like you have to stick to only one language, but learning other things is also good side by side. You have to do it. Anyways, technology is growing up.
Yeah, definitely. Well, so which one was best, C or Java? Well,
Java, see, it depends on you only. Like if I was clear with both of them, then I might tell you guys which one is like favorite according to me. But I don't know a lot about C, so Java is fine. मेरे लिए Java ही ठीक है.
okay. Okay, so let's I think I'm done with the comment section. Let's
Okay.
start with the game. Okay, you have to, give the answers quickly. Okay.
Okay.
So, favorite social media platform,
Instagram, obviously.
favorite type of content to create.
Lifestyle and fashion. I love dresses.
Okay. Favorite brand to work with.
Favorite brand. See, there's no favorite brand, but I can tell you the niche. I love working with jewelry brands. I love working with them because they're very patient and they also pay you some real good amount.
Okay. Favorite Deloitte project you have worked on. I don't think you
Uh,
have done much projects yet, but
yeah, yeah. Just the starting, but the recent project that I worked on, it was really nice because he told me to create a website page, and I have not created. I've took help from my friend, and it was exactly the copy of Nika. And the
okay.
and the person who was supposed to see my project, he was like looking at me because there were photos of lipstick. and all of that. And he was laughing and he was so shy because my friends did of electronics. They created a website of electronics, and mine was this makeup and all
Makeup
stuff.
and all, yeah. Okay. Favorite social media influencer besides yourself?
Okay, it's Akriti Rana. I've been following her since really long time, and she creates really good, like amazing content. So it's pretty much her.
Okay. Favorite hobby outside of work and social media?
Favorite hobby would be singing. I love singing.
Really? Can you
Eh,
sing for our audience something?
maybe I can just sing a small line like
Okay, sure.
"ऐ सब तेरा तेरे हवाले कर दिया जिस्म का हर लम्हा तेरे हवाले कर दिया." बहुत गंदा गाया मैं.
Nice.
Anyways,
You were sweet. You have a sweet voice. Yeah.
I used to sing a lot, but then no time to even practice.
Practice. Yeah, I know. Favorite book or podcast?
I don't read books. Podcasts I don't listen. It's just, like I'm so much engrossed in, creating content and all of that. I don't get time. But I think podcast, there's no specific podcast that I listen. But sometimes, usually something pops up regarding biography or maybe what you do during your fun time or maybe what
Okay.
you do. Yeah, something like that. I love listening.
Okay.
If something is good, yeah.
Favorite travel destination?
Okay. So initially I had that in my mind, like what are those green lights that used to, people used to upload in their profiles. It was the Northern Lights. So I was
Northern
very,
Lights. Yeah.
yeah, fascinated to go to that place. But I think I saw a vlog of a person who was sleeping in the bed and it was so frozen that he couldn't sleep. After that, I had that thing in my mind. No, I'm not gonna go to that place first. I'm gonna prepare myself first, and then I'm gonna go. But my first travel destination that I have in my bucket list is Istanbul because I've been watching Turkish series a lot.
Turkish series.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, the Bosphorus Bridge at night and the cafes under it and the sea. It's so pretty. I just want to visit that place.
Okay.
Yeah.
Favorite quote or motto to live by,
Favorite quote, okay.
or something,
Uh,
whatever.
there's no particular quote or something, but motto I can tell you I had that since very long. I just wanted to be independent and I wanted to earn by myself. I didn't want anything from my parents. A self independent girl is the best.
Yeah.
You
Well,
won't have to compromise anything.
that's a very good thought. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a short rapid fire round. And
Okay.
so, okay. So, what do you prefer more, tech job or social media content creator?
Well, that's very difficult, but I think I'm gonna select both because both of them is very important. I can't select a single thing.
Okay. What do you find most challenging about managing two careers? Time management, find finding inspiration, keeping up with trends. You have to choose one.
Time management. Very, very, very difficult.
Okay. Yeah. Well, so you are able to keep up with the trends.
Yeah, I'm able to keep up with the trends if I get time, right? If I get time, I'm gonna keep up with the trend.
Okay. Okay. So, which favorite app or tool that you use for your social media content creation work?
Like for creation, like for creating reels, I think I use pretty much like the very, very basic. In short, for my reel creation, this is the
Oh,
app that, yeah, very basic. Like people
yeah,
think that I use a lot different kind of softwares to create reels or something like that.
yeah.
In short, is my go-to app for editing.
Okay.
And CapCut is not available in India, but I use VPN and I use CapCut because there are some
Okay.
amazing effects in CapCut that we don't get in any other app. So I use VPN and use CapCut. And for photo editing, it's always Lightroom or my inbuilt phone camera. Like,
Okay. That's great. So, what's your favorite thing to do when you're not working? Read, exercise, travel, spend time with family, friends.
okay. I think people won't judge me with this. It's like I love working out every single day. So I would love to spend time with family, but I do it during the other hours in my day. But doing workout, like continuing with my workout, is very important. So I will give this preference, the workout as the number one priority. Because sometimes if my mom, I've planned something for my mom, for example, we have planned for a movie, I sometimes cancel it for my workout. So
Oh my God. Okay.
it's been a very clash. So so in the morning I work out sometimes just to keep up with my family. So managing both again is very difficult, family and workout.
Wow. I mean, uh, workout is never my favorite thing. I have to get
It's
some
never my
inspiration from
It was honestly never my favorite thing, but after 1 month, it is something that you will get addicted to it.
addicted to. Okay.
Absolutely, you'll get addicted to it.
Akash Davis saying sleep. Well, I know apart from working people, most of us want to sleep and get some rest.
I'm not into sleeping. Honestly, I'm not into sleeping.
Okay.
I feel lazy. I don't feel active if I sleep too much.
Okay. Yeah. So, what's the next big thing you are working on in your career? Tech project or social media content creation project?
Tech project ka I have no idea as of now. But for the when I got recently, I worked with the Aura jewelry. That was something that was very, very, like I wanted to work with that jewelry brand, and especially coming to Bangalore and working with the jewelry brand was, I was very happy.
Yeah, I
And
saw your post.
yeah, yeah, but there's that was just the photos. A reel is also coming up.
Oh,
It's not uploaded. It's being edited now.
okay.
Uh, it was one of my biggest work that I really wanted to do, and in future I have few campaigns, and it is a very big project. So I'm not going to disclose, but it's going to be pretty much visible in my profile, and it's a very big project. I'm just keeping our fingers crossed that I get selected for it.
Okay, so you are like trying to move forward with your content creation.
Yeah, I'm never gonna stop because people had that feeling that after I moved here in Bangalore,
Yeah.
that you're going to stop doing content creation and all of that. But December is the month that I engrossed myself in content creation. I worked for Instagram. I went for a 2 days trek along with Instagram. And I worked with two malls where I had banners here in Bangalore, and people were just clicking photos and sending me. It was a proud moment for me. So I'm never gonna stop.
Okay. Well, that's really great to hear. We have Suraj asking that, ma'am, any funny story of college life?
Funny. Okay. Let me tell you. There was this period where the AD period, okay, algorithm one, and our teacher was so funny. He was like, he used to teach, and that was basically like when my mom used to call, she was like, "What are you doing, mom? This is our phone. Like you, this is a period where we use all of us use phones." And my mom was like that. Is there any period like that where you can use your phones like very freely? I was like, yeah, our teacher doesn't say anything. And he was like, he used to be writing something in the board, and his letters would be like this. His letters will be like this. Okay.
Okay.
While he's managing to do it straight, we were using our phones. Okay. And the whole period would go, he would write it on the board, and we would use the phone. And while he turns, everyone will throw their phone inside the bag, and we will be sitting with our notebooks completely empty, not a single word. And he used to shout at us, and we used to be like laughing only. So
AD period, AD is like a very difficult
our
subject
teacher
as
was
well.
too good. Our teacher was too good.
Yeah. Shreya is asking, can you solve one DP problem? Unfortunately, Shreya, this is not a tech solving problem session. We'll keep some other time.
Yeah.
Akash, they were saying they give you jewelry just for photos.
Basically, there are two options. Whether they provide you with the jewelry, you can do any sort of content creation and keep the jewelry to yourself. Otherwise, you can demand for the money. Okay, so I'm not really a person who is really fond of jewelry, so I always, ask for the other source.
Okay.
Yeah, but sometimes it's if the campaign is like no, they only provide you with the jewelry. So it's like if the jewelry is really great, and for example, I want a ring, and they're providing the ring. I wanted a solitaire ring or something like that. If they're providing the ring, I keep it. I do
Yeah.
promotions for that, but it's very rare. Like I don't do barter at all. I don't do barter at all.
Okay. Uh, can't believe real jewelry. It's not real, right? Is it real?
Um, yeah, obviously,
Okay. Okay.
yeah. And also like they also don't
No, I
allow.
thought like a lot of AD jewelries are,
No, 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 no. They actually give you, or like they tell you to shoot with the real jewelry, na, because that will be showcased in the picture or the reel. See, I did a campaign, I think 1.5 year back for Malabar, okay,
oh,
and
okay.
they got the jewelry to that place where we did the shoot, and four of their members from Malabar came. The first jewelry, the whole set was of 9 lakhs. The second one was of something 21 or something, and the last one was of 39 lakhs. The whole, bride's collection.
Wow.
So,
Yeah.
they bought the jewelry, they took care of everything while we did the shoot, and after the shoot, they took the jewelry. So it's like we shoot with the real jewelry, and we should be very careful with that because if
Yeah.
anything happens,
You have to pay for
what
that.
happen after that?
So, okay. So, any more questions from you guys? Feel free to ask. Shreya
Yeah,
is
guys.
asking, do I need
Like
to?
I'm here only to answer the questions because I'm not really interactive on Instagram these days. So you guys can shoot your questions, anything you feel like.
Shreya is asking, do I need to focus on high sorting skills with time complexities to get into Deloitte? She is
Uh,
very keen to get into Deloitte, it seems.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so
See, I was not very much clear with that complexity wala problems, but
time complexities, yeah.
complexity wala problems. But I think last moment I had to say it because you never know interview आपसे क्या पूछेगा. You never know what they are going to ask you. But I would say
So
just
what did they focus on in your technical, like they focused on the DSA basic, like arrays and linked list?
yeah, he actually questioned me about some basic things like OOPS concept and all of that.
Okay. Hmm.
And he also questioned me about me knowing RDBMS or something like that, SQL, few commands. And then I think he asked me about the palindrome program and few like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Basic
And he
questions just to
basically even didn't tell me to write down the whole thing. He just wanted to know the concept. So
logic.
I wrote it down, and he got to know that I know how to do it. Like what is the basic procedure, what is the main part of the program. So after that, he got to know. The interviewer will eventually know if you're able to answer the questions, if you're
Yeah.
able to make him understand. So he's gonna stop. My interview was like that only. He stopped, and then we started talking about blogging.
Well, it does have its, pros when you are always into, extracurriculars. They are
Yeah,
pretty much impressed with your activeness overall.
yeah.
They know that, okay, you will definitely excel in everything.
He actually told me that he was asking me that vlogging, oh, that one जो YouTube पे बनाते कैमरा पकड़ के मैंने बोला no, it's not the same. That is vlogging. This is blogging. This is something different. So then I had to explain him what was that.
Uh, so Akash is asking how to increase Instagram followers.
See, honestly, I don't know how to do that because अगर मुझे ये चीज आता तो अभी मैं 1 million पे होती. Just focus on your content and try to keep up with the trend. And hashtags is pretty much old now, so you can maybe there's an option where you get to select the topics that are mentioned on your reel. You can select the topics according to your reel, what reel is about, what your reel is about. So maybe you can do it, and it all depends upon your time, your day, and what type of content you're posting. My time where my audience is very active is around evening 6 to 9. So it's better you see your insights and post according to your audience only, because your audience is going to they are going to make your things viral. Your
Yeah,
reels.
some analysis is required before you.
Yeah. Insights is very important.
Yeah. Suraj is asking about your morning skin routine.
See, morning skin routine. I am not into fancy skincare routine and all of that. It's just very basic. I get up in the morning, face wash and then moisturizer, and then it stays till I take a shower. And then after that, lots and lots of sunscreen, even if I'm not stepping out. So sunscreen, moisturizer, and at night serum maybe. That's all. Not any fancy stuff. Yeah.
Well, Ankita is asking, what did you think was your plus one for clearing the interview? I think your social media influencing is a great plus one, right?
Question.
What did you think was your plus one for clearing the interview?
I think there's some network issue, I think. Can you just repeat it?
What did you think was your plus one for clearing the interview? I think what was the, element which helped you in clearing the interview?
First thing is that just keep on telling. Just if you don't know the exact answer, just tell the related one. Because if you stop yourself, you say that you don't know, they won't ask you any questions. They'll get to know that yeah, he or she is not, maybe not interested, or maybe doesn't know. So if you don't know the answer, also just tell something that is related to it. I kept bragging. I kept bragging about the answers. I kept bragging about myself. It's all about how you talk and how you portray yourself and how you present your answers.
Yeah, well, okay.
Confidence is very important because they are going to scare you with cross questioning also.
Like cross
Cross
question, like suppose you say some word and then they ask you around that.
No, for example, they ask you a question, and if I say something, they will be like, "Is this the correct answer?" And you'll get scared, and you will be like, no, this one was the correct
Yeah, to
answer." So you have
confuse
to
us.
be very much sure with your answer. There are some interviewers who's going to ask you this way also. Mine was very cool, but it depends on the person also.
Yeah. Well, I think this is it. No more questions. Um,
She was
any,
Shreya.
yeah, what?
She was Shreya, right? Who was very much interested for that
Yeah,
Deloitte.
Shreya Biswas.
Okay. Babe, just focus on the basic things, because, everything starts from the basic. The foundation is very important. And if you're very much interested for Deloitte, you just need some time to brush your knowledge. Just do it. And I'm pretty much sure if you give your 100%, they are going to select you, because Deloitte interviews are really not hard, not
Yeah,
difficult. Yeah. They just want to get your basic skills, basic knowledge, and then the rest they brush it up after they get you into Deloitte.
yeah. Like presenting well is a good.
Very important.
Yeah.
It's for every interview. You need to present yourself in a very good manner.
Okay. So, any more tips to share, or I think we can end it here. No more questions.
I
Like,
think I've explained a lot about the
yeah,
interviews and the question, like a lot.
yeah. Well, okay then. It was so great to have you, Namrata. Like, seriously.
Yeah.
I didn't think like I didn't interact with you much in college, so reaching out to you was like I was pretty, nervous because you are obviously a very, you don't have much time to give. So
People have this image about me that I have a lot of attitude or
no, no,
ego.
no, no.
I'm just saying generally
Okay,
there are a lot
okay.
of people that if we go and talk to Namrata, maybe she won't reply in a good way. But if you talk to me personally, you'll get to know I'm a very friendly kind of person. I love making friends. And sometimes it happens, when two persons are interacting with each other, it becomes a very awkward situation because they don't know each other. But if I'm in that situation, the other person will be so much comfortable because I start talking and I make fun in the very beginning of the conversation. So it becomes very comfortable for the opposite person.
Yeah, well, that's a very good skill because, like, people are genuine. Akash is asking Neerali, how much are you paying her for this collab? Well, Akash, she's my senior and she didn't ask me for any money, so don't think like that. Okay?
Everything is not about money.
Yeah.
In life, everything should not be for money. There are things that you love doing for your enjoyment, or maybe for interacting with people. And see, this session is all because you guys wanted to know what these are the questions
Yeah,
that
it's like a one-on-one session with you.
session. Yeah.
Generally, like, people find it difficult to reach out to you, especially through Instagram. Like, I'm guessing you have a lot of, DMs, so you don't even check them, right? So
It was for you guys only, like who wanted to know about all these things the questions that she has been shooting on me. So you guys wanted to know about it. So this session was only for that only, and everything is not about money. Just don't be money minded, as I already said. Yeah, you should be, but not every time.
yeah.
People think you're paying me something for this interview.
Yeah. Well, Akshay is saying, can I get LinkedIn of Namrata? I did check your LinkedIn, it was not updated.
You didn't get?
No.
Okay, maybe
I'll
I'll
add in
just
the description. I'll add in the description. I checked
yeah.
your LinkedIn, but it was not updated. So I thought maybe
I
you
didn't
don't have.
update it. I don't even open my LinkedIn. I need to update. I'm so back. Like people have been updating their LinkedIn with whosoever got into Deloitte that we are working in Deloitte. I even didn't open LinkedIn.
Yeah. Well, I'll definitely give your LinkedIn link as well. I gave your Instagram link because you were more active on that. So, uh, Amanullah is saying, yeah, she's really sweet. I meet her sometimes in gym. Okay.
Okay. You.
Okay. So I guess this is it. It was a really good session, and
Yeah.
I hope all our juniors were able to interact with you. And I'm going to end this then. Yeah,
Thank
thank
you
you.
for inviting me. You're
Thank
sweet.
you too. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you. Bye. Take
Bye.
care.